Hello, hello, hello. It is late and I am tired. Which could be the title of my autobiography. How's everyone doing tonight? Where I am, it's currently 3:30 in the morning. And I am wearing headphones that I'm not used to, because my other headphones are at my job. And I'm going to be running some Bard's Tale. And it's going to be a good time. So, chat, you're up on the television where I can see you. I like to keep an eye on chat. I would like to say before I begin running that where I am currently lounging, where I live, work, and play, is Treaty 1 territory, home of the Innuak, Anishinaabe, Anishinaabe, Dakotas, and Dene peoples, and the heart of the Red River Métis Nation. And I want to recognize with reverence and respect the care that these people took of this land before anyone related to me got anywhere near here, and the damage that colonialism has done to them and continues to do to them to this day. So, with that happy announcement, I am going to be running the Bard's Tale, the Destiny Knight in Legacy mode, and we're going to try. This is the first time I have done this in a marathon setting. We're going to try and do this pure, but we're going to prepare for marathon safety. So, the Bard's Tale was originally from the 80s. I believe the second game was from 85. So it is slightly younger. No, the first game was from 85. The second game was from 87. So it is slightly younger than I am. Not by much. So, the point being, there were different rules back then for how you made your RPGs. And when they made this one, they didn't break the mold, they just followed it. So what we've got here is the option to take out the modern mode, the modern updates they made when they remastered the games in 2018. So, here are the things we're going to be dealing with. An individual inventory. Gold and items, everyone's going to be carrying their own, and those inventories are limited. I can only carry up to 10 items per character, considering that one character has to carry the 7 broken pieces of the Destiny Wand. That means that most of their inventory is going to be taken up with that. Miscellaneous game differences. That means the spells that I have available are specific only to the spells and bard songs I have available specific only to the second game. If I turn that off, I could use spells from all 3 games. We don't need that. Game-specific songs, the way bard songs work in this game, they have strength based on where you were when you started singing them, which is a very different way of doing things. The third game has a much more natural, the level of the bard matters, but because we're using game-specific songs, and also we're limited in what those songs do, and yeah, whatever the case. Use unequipped items, so I don't have to actually equip an item to use it, though I do have to be able to equip it to use it. I can't use items that my character class can't equip. Automap disabled, so the game does have an automap if I'm playing it normally in modern mode, but we're not going to do it. Now, full experience requirements means that all levels take twice as much experience as they would in modern mode. This does have some impact on the run, not as much as you might think. One of the other things that means is that you can replay story events. If you have full experience requirements on, you can replay story events, and I will be doing that for some grind. Save at guild only. This is the one we're going to uncheck for marathon safety. Originally, you could only save at the Adventurers Guild. So I'm going to use that. We're hopefully not going to use the option to save anywhere, but just in case, just for marathon safety, because the beginning of the run, you'll see, the beginning of the run can be pretty heinous. This is the start game button is not the start of the timer. I'll get you there, don't you worry. So first of all, we have this little lovely cutscene of someone with a sword putting together a broken wand. And becoming yet more buff. Funnily enough, the Destiny Knight is going to be a spellcaster, by definition. So we get a letter received. Greetings, heroes. My name is Ceradon, a wizard of some fame and Little Fortune, every bard in Caith sings of your victory over Mangar and his vile horde in Scarabray. Thus, even though we have never met, I am seeking you out, so we're getting fan mail from the first game. Our land now faces a danger even greater than Mangar, an evil that could leave it open to invasion and bloody conquest. The Destiny Wand, which has kept us safe for 700 years, has been shattered into 7 fragments by the Archmage Legoth Zanta, and those fragments hidden all across the realm. Until you recover them, reforge the wand, and defeat Legoth Zanta, Caith is in peril. Save her, I beg you. Caith, in this case, being the land. Now I must hurry, for while I was attempting to glean knowledge of Zanta, he sensed my prying magic, and even now his Lestrade mercenaries approach. I care not for my own safety, but I pray my magic will keep this letter safe until it reaches your hands. May fate smile upon you, and me. Realistically, rather than hiring a bunch of heroes, you're an archmage. Just go and do the thing. Just go and do it yourself, guy. Alright, so we're going to delete the pre-made characters. We're going to create 4 characters. Hopefully only 3 of them will see use. We're going to start... Chat, if you're here, you can feel free to suggest names. I'm quite open to the idea. We want a Hobbit Rogue. So this game is now going to roll our stats. We're going to re-roll until we get high luck. 17 points of luck, a good smattering of hit points, and some dexterity. Hopefully 18 dexterity as well. We want 17 luck. And 18 dexterity if we can. Now, the game kind of lies here. It's not actually rolling 3 6-sided dice. It's rolling a 1 to 8 and adding it to a base number across each of the stats. Now, I want the 17 in luck. Names, huh? Yep. I see you, chat. Don't worry. Frank, says Fuddlebob. Ooh, 17 hit points is very low, but we're going to take that. Frank, the Stabby Rogue. We also need... How many letters are allowed? I've never actually tested. I think we can keep going as long as we want. I need a bard. Doesn't have to be female. I'm just putting female in because, you know, equality. We're looking for high hit points and high constitution. That is a perfect bard. How many letters are allowed? Well, let's see. 20. 24. Organ Michael for the bard. Sure. I'll style it after myself. There we go. And we need a conjurer. Gnomes go as far as 17 intelligence. They have the best intelligence in the game. Not going to do that with 19 hit points. And that's terrible hit points, spell points. See, spell points... Your initial roll for hit points and spell points is not dependent on your other stats. 29 hit points is the best hit point roll you can get. Come on. There we go. According to Fuddlebob, the entirety of the B-movie script. There we go. And we've got one more character to make. This is our safety conjurer. Again, hopefully we won't ever need to see this character in action. But this is for safety. And if we want to change the name of any of these characters, you can do this under the More options here. So, choose new portrait, rename a party member. E-N-O MILF. Okay. Sure. I'm not sure that's entirely appropriate. Panic button. There we are. There we go. Panic button. Frank, Organ Michael, B-movie script, and panic button. All right. We have our party. Now, time will begin when I remove panic button from the party, which is the first actual functional operation we're going to do post character creation. That's the word I'm looking for. And before I do that, I'm going to make sure I have my notes handy. So unfortunately, haven't memorized everything. Okay, yes, that's one set of notes. It's not the notes I was looking for. There we are. All right. So everything is made ready. I'm going to put my notes where I can see them. The other thing I'm not used to is playing in 16:9 mode. Used to playing in 4:3 because it's smaller. And there we are. Okay. Notes are where I can see them. Chat is where I can see them. We're going to remove panic button from the party very shortly, and we're going to start this game going. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, we roll. All right. We're going to enter the city. This is the main street. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to head over. We're going to purchase for Organ Michael an instrument. Flute, harp, or mandolin. Well, I actually played the flute when I was in school. We're going to purchase a flute. And we're going to go out into Caith, into the overworld. Walk across it. That's the town of Philippi. We don't need to go there yet. We will need to go there, just not yet. This is a stone man. His name is Kazdek. We have to name him. And we get the item of Kazdek. Boom, there it is. The item of Kazdek. And this here is Thessalonica. So the idea of this game, we're going to drop a save here. The idea of this game is that the Destiny wand has been broken into several segments. I'm going to sing the Watchwood melody, which will give us some light. We're going to drink a ginger ale. And we're going to answer this question, the Maze of Dread. So we're going to go after the 4th wand segment. And in order to do that, we need to run away from 12 fights. 1, 2, 3. Oh, didn't run away. So I'll show you what happens if we don't run away. That. So we reload. I'm going to... This is where we have the marathon safety set up. The reason that I chose to disable the legacy option of being unable to save anywhere, because each of these fights I have to run away from are able to kill us pretty well instantly. Okay. And so we have to come back up here. So we'll try it a few times. One, 2. Not gonna happen. Oh, there we go. Got away with that one. 3. Press button 3. It's an elevator. We head down into the headquarters of the Grokner Fists, which is a terrorist organization. This is 5. 6. Training center, yeah. Doing good. And you get the lovely music. This is fight number 7. 8. 9. 10. Oh! Thought I might get away with it. That was the last fight I had to run away from. So in the dungeons, there are places that have preset encounters. Some of which are preset, like, are actually set fights. Some of which are, like these ones, just random encounters, but spots that automatically spike an encounter. So this actual dungeon would be late middle game. But the reason we're doing this now, instead of, in the late middle game, we're going after wand segment 4 of 7. There's 8 different dungeons in the game. The first one is a starter dungeon. We'll be going back there later. Oh, for Pete's sake. Run away, thank you. That's done. 4 runs. We need to reassemble the 7 broken pieces of the Destiny Wand in order to beat Lego Santa and restore peace to the land of Kaith. Wow. Random encounter in town just kills me. Nice. Anyway, the reason I was so insistent on rolling high luck for Frank is that apparently the calculation for running away from combat is based on the calculation for resisting a magic attack. No, we're not going to win that one. Anyway, we're going to give this another, let's say, we'll give this another 5 attempts. Especially since I got one that got right to the end. 4 more attempts. We'll give it 4 more shots, and then we will cheese it, using the rules that we would not have access to, except that I turned it off. One. I would like to do this. I would like to do this the normal way, but... the normal way. Like, this is not normal. 1. 2. Uh-oh. Yep. There's fire in that. 3 more shots. Run away from the Colossuses. Two. Oh, that's not going to go well at all. Yeah, we're all going to get turned to stone. Now, the reason I order a drink for the bard... bards have magic songs. That's what you're hearing. That's why we have light. It creates light. That's going to get us all turned to stone again. Last chance. The Watchwood Melody gives us light. But bards need to drink to keep their songs up. They have as many songs available as they have levels. So Frank is level 1. She has 1 song available until she needs to have a drink. If she were level 10, she'd have 10 songs available until she needs to have a drink. Oh, that's going to be it. Okay. Alright. So, failed run, but that's okay. We'll get... we're not going to... we're not going to let it stop us. We're going to use the quick save function. 1, 2, 3. 2. 4. Don't do this to me, game. 5. Thank you. I was worried it was going to work. There's 6. Oops. Turned the wrong direction. You can tell I'm not fully awake. 7. 8. 9. Oh. Forgot where I was, obviously. This is the way I want to go. There we are. Just added a couple extra runs there, or a couple extra fights to run away from, just to make up for the fact that I'm cheesing. And through the wall, and through this wall. Alright! Darn, I had one run that almost made it. We're going to use the Trap Zap spell. And we're going to go into the Death Snare. So all the wand segments are trapped inside these death snares. Mr. Angry Skull here tells us that we have a timer ticking down. In this particular case, it's 12 minutes. If that timer runs out, we are instantly killed completely. Here's a section of darkness. There are all these puzzles. They're actually really interesting. We get this voice saying, though seeming of little value, repetitiveness is definitely endurable. At least up to 5 times. Then it just becomes insanity. Okay. Turn up my screen monitor, thank you. But keep the faith, kid. Okay, now we have to deal with a spinner. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we get turned around. So I need to make sure I'm facing the right way to keep going. That's the wrong way. That's the right way. There we go. And here is a master alchemist. Take my gift and leave me be. Gives us the vial. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get spun. Wrong way. I'm looking at floor tiles. There we go. This is my first trip. 1, 2, 3, turn here, and we were told that the value of road actions is that they are endurable. At least up to 5 times. That's the first time. Wrong direction, wrong direction. There we go. This is the second time out. 1, 2, 3, 5. Second departure. There we are. There's a subtle difference on the floor, depending on which way you're facing. Road actions are endurable. For every need, there's a satiation. Let's back out, yep. I can tell there because of the way I'm turning. I want to turn to the left to go in and turn to the right to leave. This is my third trip. Need to keep track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Come on. Nope. No. Oh. There we go. Third trip. Third departure. 1, 2, 3. And they are endurable. My fourth arrival. Yep. There's the trigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a square there that hurts you. That's a typo, but it cost me. 1, 2, 3. And durable. And finally, fifth time. Before we get spun. No, that's the way out. There we go, that's the way in. I'm just looking at the way the floor tiles are lined up. In. There we go. This is my last time needing to go out. 1, 2, 3. Rote actions are endurable. And then we step through here, and a voice says, once again, it's actually my first snare. And yet you see you're about halfway there. Proceed, small ones, and meet my dare. B-Movie Scrapped is going to take wand segment 4. All these wand segments have a special ability. This one uses a spell called Wind Mage. So we're going to summon up some Master Mages and put them at the front of the party. Just in case, you know. Press button 1, run away. Doesn't matter now if we get killed. Or maybe our Master Mages are going to do the job for us. We're going to use a Trap Zap and maybe pick up some nice stuff. 36,000 experience is a good start. We're going to preserve that. Yeah, there, we're all dead. Okay, that's fine. Alas, your party has expired and gone to Adventure Heaven. Sorry, bud. Alright, this is where we have safety. Panic button. How much money did I end up picking up? I should have enough money to raise B-Movie Script. So we're going to go over to a temple over here. And Frank gets healed for free since this is a Thieves' Temple. There, everyone's back alive. We're going to remove Panic Button. And we're going to start with that 30,000 experience we just picked up. We're going to do a little save scumming for levels. Oh, and we got a War Staff too, right? Who's got that? Okay. Sell the War Staff. Nah, maybe not. Doesn't provide a bonus, so we'll hold on to it. Okay, we're going to save scum for some levels. What we are looking for here for Frank is a high Hide in Shadows skill. So we're going to keep heading back the guild every time we get a good Hide in Shadows skill. Like I said, we're save scumming here. We're not taking that. Definitely not taking that. We'll take a 9. And I'm only using the quick save because the autosave feature... Oh, we're definitely taking an 11, yes, thank you. And a point of dexterity to boot. Because otherwise I'd just use the autosave feature. But I'm using the quick save feature because the autosave will overwrite when we go into... 88. No. We're going to go for better than 8s. 9s will accept. I need to get to 135. We'll definitely take an 11. But yeah, from now on we'll play it straight. Even though I've got the quick save, I will only use it in guilds. So we'll play straight from now on. No, we're not taking that. So yes, this is technically an ineligible run because I used... definitely not taking a 5 game. What do you think I am? But this is important. We do need to get our Hide and Shadow skill up as high as we can. If you were to play this game, the actual original, from the Apple II or even the PC port, or the Commodore 64 port, which is how I was acquainted with it, you wouldn't have this quick save. Your quick save where your load was turn the game off and reload the whole thing. But you also wouldn't have a thief that had Hide in Shadows ability, not in the same way as this one does. They did have the Hide in Shadows skill, but all it did was prevent them from being part of the fight. The thief, the rogue in the original Bard's Tale and Bard's Tale 2, had a very small role to play. Mainly it was disarming traps on treasure chests, and late game, getting some really potent weapons that could do instant kill attacks, or at least huge amounts of damage. There we go, Frank's 20 dexterity, which is the maximum, and 91 Hide in Shadows, and we're talking... Yeah, we should be good. Okay. Going to remove Frank from the party. Going to grab levels for the other two. Don't need nearly so much to worry about there. Looking for spell points here more than anything. Spell acquiring. We don't have enough money to buy new spells yet. That's okay. It's all right. It's all good. It's all cool. We're going to remove Morgan Michael. We're going to use that wand segment we picked up to summon a bunch of Master Mages into the party. And we're going to go do an experience grind. So, the Magician of the King stands before you. I have a noble quest. The princess has been kidnapped. The daughter of Endor the Mighty, king of all the land, has been kidnapped by the Dark Lord whose domain lies under this chamber. I'd rescue her myself. Yeah. I do it myself, but trust me, there's a spell on this that says I can't get in. You can do it. If the princess is found and brought back here, I will grant you some additional experience points, and the king will be most pleased. Take care and be sure to map every inch of the Dark One's domain. Yeah. Of course that's what we'll do. No, we're going to cast a Mage Flame spell. We'll head up here. Yeah, turn back. Master Mages are, like, high-level... Like, don't cast Alt Foe, just kill it. Okay, sure, we'll fight that. You guys think you want to fight? Fine. Darkness spot there, that's fine. Stairs going down. And just so y'all can see what I'm doing here, there's a bunch of doors. And through each of these doors is an enemy fight. Ooh, a cold horn. Fantastic. And we are grinding for experience and money. You can see beside B-Movie Script there are two little indicators. The up arrow says that B-Movie Script has enough experience for a level up. The little star says B-Movie Script needs or has the ability to purchase new spells. Spellcasters have to purchase their spells. Or their spell levels, anyway. There's 5 different kinds of spellcasters in this game. I don't need helm, leather armor, mandolin, arrows. Okay. So we've got the... So we get all the way to the end. Go back through the doors, climb the stairs, go back down the stairs. So we started with a conjurer. Ooh, a bard sword. Fantastic. When I equip that onto my bard, she will no longer need to... will no longer have any restriction on her magic points. Which is always nice. Molten figurines allow you to summon up monsters. We're using the Traps Out spell to open chests just to give us a little bit... Well, otherwise we wouldn't get any money. A light wand. Fantastic. Can't drop that. Those... Armor is more expensive than Mythical Chain. Every Traps Out costs me 2 magic points. Second light wand. How nice. The amount of money you get from a fight is dependent entirely on how many things you fight, not what kind of things. Same thing as your odds of getting some equipment out of it. If I use Mage Flame, I don't have to count my steps. It's nice. Go up. Magician to the King is still hanging around. It's cool. This way, actually. Go through here. There's the review board, but that's okay. We're going to save first and sell our junk. Save. Sell junk. Obviously the molten figure. Secondary light wand. We don't need both. Yes, I can actually sell that wand segment. You can buy things back from Garth, too. Anything you sell. My intelligence, dexterity, yeah. Spell acquiring. About 33,000. That should be enough to get me to level 6 at least. Where are we here? Okay, so we need 230,000 experience to get level 7 Conjurer. You can see the different kinds of spellcaster here. Conjurer, Magician, Sorcerer, Wizard, Archmage. You can start as a Conjurer or a Magician. Technically speaking, Magicians are more powerful than Conjurers, but they're pretty well equal. Oh, I didn't get rid of most of my stuff, did I? All that stuff I wanted to keep, I should put it to my other party members. We're going to kick out Master Mage number 5. Add the Bard. Hand over the Bard Sword. Yes, thank you very much. Sell that. Don't need it. Mithril Sword. Yeah, Mithril Gloves. Pain. You might notice, too, that as we're equipping things, Organ Michael's armor class went down. If you're used to more modern Dungeons & Dragons rule sets, you would say a lower armor class is bad, but this is not modern D&D. This is old D&D, and an old D&D armor class, high armor class was bad. Low armor class was good. The way I usually define it for people is think of armor class as a bonus to the attacker's chance to hit. So the higher your armor class, the higher your bonus to your attacker's chance to hit. I'm standing here with a bunch of master mages, and here comes these apprentice archers. They don't stand a chance. All right, the grind continues. Yes, yes. Very scary. The Master Mages have access to illusionary Master Mages. That's you can see by their class IL there at the bottom right. They're illusions. They're not real. Another light wand. Nice, I guess. Unidentified offhand. Probably another light wand, but it could be a buckler or something like that. Illusions have the distinct disadvantage of dying if your opponents don't believe in them. And there we go, we've got our level up. 4, 5, 6, 7. Turn one. Wall. And we walk to the wall again. And walk to the stairs. And we're going to class change. Also going to stop by here. This is Roscoe. Roscoe's a floating head for some reason. Roscoe will recharge our spellcasters. He sells magic points. That's his shtick. That and being a floating head, apparently. Here we go. Blue steel. There's some intelligence. Nice. Here's the ones we want. We want Apport Arcane. It's a teleport spell. This is how we will get through a lot of the dungeons without actually doing them. We're just going to ignore a lot of them by teleporting past to the things. Now, for whatever reason, there's a weird bit in this game where a magician, if you look at this wand segment, a magician can't use it. Conjurer, sorcerer, wizard, archmage can all use it, but not a magician. It's a coding error that was in the first game, that was in the original as well. And they just maintained it. We'll swap up light ones, because this one has slightly more. Yeah, so I cannot use... Runaway. I cannot use the wand segment right now. Which is also why we have a safety character. Yes, yes. You're very, very scary. I know. Now, I could also go... I could go now and rescue the princess. But there's a small catch. Rescuing the princess gives me a ton of experience, but it doesn't give me any money. And so I'd have to come back here and grind for money anyway to get my spells. Also, if I want to rescue the princess, it is a requirement that I have a bard with me. So we're going to go and... We'll grab the whole party when we go to rescue the princess, and then we'll go and rescue the princess again. And again. Several times. Same princess, multiple rescues. Well, you find a giant figurine. It's actually a normal-sized figurine, but it's a figurine of a giant. So I'm not sure how you can tell that, because it's, you know... A figurine of a giant would just look like a normal person, I would think. Okay, 10 of 10 items. We got to get rid of some stuff that we don't need. It's not going to sell well. Sure. An identified weapon could be useful. Okay, sure, I'll take the rabbit. That's why. Cool horde. One of the interesting things about these games is all the sound is what we in the business call diegetic. So the reason there's no music is because I don't have a bard singing right now. No bard in the party, no music. Deal with it, apparently. Another cold horn. Arrows won't sell well. Ordinary chainmail, mithril chainmail. Don't sell, obviously. Giant figurines don't sell that much. Guys, don't use Oscon's Halt Foe. It just makes enemies skip their next turn. It's not particularly useful. Because a much better debuff is just blasting them with Mangar's Mallet. Even Fanscar's Nightlance there. Okay, how are we doing? Yeah, we got a full... So we're going to use Apport Arcane. And all we have to do is plug in the coordinates we need to go. So 1 north, 3 west, and 1 up. And there's the stairs. And here is Blue Steel. Bunch of levels. Yep, we're still good. The bee's shooting people with mages now. Yep. Nothing of any value there. Head back out to Traveler Street, play more. This is Tangramain. So the first game had only one town. It was the town of Scarabrae. This is Tangramain. It's one of 6 towns. Like I said, this is the starter dungeon. We don't get a piece of the wand here. Destiny wand, that's the word. We're at 200,000. We need another 30,000 experience. $20,000. Another 10,000. Not quite there yet. There we are. +1, -3, and +1. Boom, stairs going up. Look at that. So yeah, there's 5 different classes of Spellcaster. You can change class when you have 3 spell levels. And you get new levels of spells every odd level up to 13. So there's 7 levels of spells. You get them at 1, 3, 5, and so on. So class change. You can do Conjurer or Wizard at any time. Sorcerer, you have to have got 3 levels in at least one of Conjurer or Wizard, or Conjurer or Magician. Wizard, you have to have got your 3 spell levels in 2 of the other classes. Doesn't matter which 2. We're going to go straight to Wizard. And then Archmage, you have to have got all 4 other classes going. Oh yeah, also the picture will change. Identifying. An even better Cold Horde. Just equip those leather gloves. Mages just murder everything. Yeah, pretty much. Especially these ones, because these are master mages. Illusionary master mages, but master mages nonetheless. That, you know, they're created by high-level magic. Like, endgame level magic. But Frank, or Michael, the movie script. They last until their hit points run out. So we are going to now go on with this dungeon. We're going to complete it. My notes. My notes are out of date, but they're still useful. 512 minus 1. Here's a large winged creature. Want it to join me. There we go, winged creature. And from here, we're going to apport arcane. -6 and -13. There's a portal below you. Well, we're going to cast a levitation spell so we can go down through the portal without getting hurt. There's a portal above me. Get teleported here. Walk through the wall, we get blocked. And we should see... Seek the 4-cornered letters, yeah. Okay, I'm walking through the dungeon. Should hit a bunch of darkness here. Hit the wall. Over here. Hit the wall. Run away. Cast a trap zap spell. Hear me go through the door. And this person says... Angar. Oh, why am I doing this? I've got... Yeah. I have a bard sword. I don't have to worry about wasting bard songs. I can light the dungeon up and not have to stumble around in the dark. Speak the word to pass by. The word is pass. Go down their stairs. Now we're on a spinner. So every time we try and move, every time we try and turn, it will face us in a random direction. I want to go south. There we go. There's a whole bunch of them there. We get teleported here. Run away. Turn around. Go to the wall here. It says darkness twice. That means we got teleported. That's what I want. A deep chasm can be seen to the north. The winged creature carries you over the chasm. This is the game teaching you that you will sometimes need specific characters in your party. 2 huge double doors to the north open at the sound of the watchwood melody. And finally, we're going to change our song to the spell song. Entered the throne room of the Dark Lord. He doesn't sound pleased to see you. Destroy these scum, he screams. Well, we have master mages. Hide in the shadows, bard song, sanctuary. Push those demons back. And there we go. Fanscar's Nightlands on some demons. Done. Here's a princess. Allow it to join. Gets teleported from the next step. We apport arcane ourselves out of here. +2, -2, and +3. Boom. Stairs going up. You finished the quest. Well done, O faithful adventurers. The magician waves her hand and you feel much more experienced. Oh, it's nighttime. The game has a day-night cycle. We're going to go just spend the night at the Adventurers Guild because the shop is closed at night. So is the review board. And walking into here makes it morning immediately. So we are going to continue save scumming for Frank's levels. Yeah, we'll take that. Doing math in my head on stream. So 200,000 is she gives us 200,000 experience. That's a significant number because except for spellcasters and monks for some reason, who have a different experience path, that's enough points to put any character at level 13. And level 13 is significant because it's at that point that you're basically at end game levels. Like if you're playing the game normally, you'll still be getting a few more levels here and there. We're going to take that. Oh yeah, we're just going to take that. Away we go. Oh yeah, perfect. Levels, thank you. Levels. Spell acquiring. Now here's where we run into problems with spell acquiring because we haven't been getting money from rescuing the princess. Rescuing the princess doesn't give us money. Adventurers Guild, save, thank you. Do I have anything to ditch here? Oh yeah, I gotta give the Cold Horn over to Bard. Sell the Cold Horn. And we don't need any more levels than we've got for the wizard, so we're going to class change. Not often. Spellbind is so nice. Yeah, we're just going to class change out. Get to Archmage as fast as possible because we actually hard require an Archmage. Then a necessity. Angar was here. Yeah. We're going to put on the bard song Zandivar Kerak, Protection from Traps. And we're going to use that one segment to get another Master Mage into play. Put Frank up the front. I'm going to try and protect the winged creature. Hide in the shadows. So with Frank hiding... Frank found a shield ring. Oh, nice. Use it. Don't cast Austin's Halt Foe, just kill them. The Zandivar Kerak means that the treasure chests obviously don't have a trap, or can't. The trap on the treasure chest can be bypassed immediately. So because I'm not grinding, my grind here is for money, not for experience. So it doesn't matter that I've got 3 characters here. There's... Pool the money to B-movie script. Got lots of light. Guys, just kill them. Thank you. You'll notice that despite the fact that the hide chance is the hide skill is very high, Frank has only a 95% chance to hide. What are they doing? There we go. That is the maximum possible unless you have special equipment. You can get equipment which will... Are we all fully... Nope, we've got space. Okay. You can get equipment which will increase your chance to hide up to 100%. Alright. We're just going to continue through here. Levitate, please. Here's where that portal was below me. Go here, get teleported, step out here. We lose our light. Seek the 4-cornered letters. What that means, and remember she told us that the magician told us to map extensively. If you map out this floor, there are the 4 corners. You can actually find the word pass written in the 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's an area of silence there, which is why my song goes out. I'm gonna go rescue a princess. The 200,000 experience is enough to take any character, pretty much, from level 1 to level 13. 200,000 experience is then the requirement for every level after that. Run away. Turn around. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3 to the wall. Thank you. Get teleported. We also have this nice spell restoration. Oh, it's an anti-magic aura there. Oh. There we go. Boom. And, yeah, now this goes really quickly. Hide. Sanctuary. And cast Far Foe at the demons. Oh, the winged creature got killed. Allow it to join. Pick the winged creature out. We got the princess. We cast an Apport Arcane of 2, -2, and 3. Go to the stairs. Boom. Exit. Where I'm facing. Store my spell points. Roscoe charges a fair bit. Bunch of levels here because a level 1 sorcerer. And how much money have we got? 34. Okay. We need to go get a little bit more money. And we're good to go. We'll see if we've got enough stuff here to sell to be worthwhile. Heal. Armor. All that stuff. We're gonna pass that up to Frank. The Mithril Dagger. Oh, we've got Mithril Dagger has a hit chance bonus, which I actually have on a Mithril Sword too, so it's not that big a deal. Best light wand yet. Sell, 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 sell. Pass that light wand back there. Wasn't the best light wand yet, but whatever. Oh, yeah. Wanted to trade that up to Organ Michael. Go. Better than the Mithril Chain. Not sell the wand segment. And now we're going to release our illusionary master mages into the wild. We're going to go around the other side of the Adventurers Guild here. I want to stop in and talk with Garth and purchase 3 lamps. Really only need 1, but 3 is nice and safe. We're going to remove every character who is not Frank. And Frank is going to head out into the wilderness, because we're going to go off and do the next wand segment. So we've got wand segment 4 already. So what would possibly be next but wand segment 6? This is the Grey Crypt, and it is terrible as a dungeon. What a great start. Oh, what a fantastic start. That is brilliant. As a dungeon, the Grey Crypt is just plain awful. It's entirely anti-magic. You can't use any spells in there. Turned around a bit there. Got turned around really well. That's Ephesus, that's another town. There we go. There's no magic use. But if you've been playing the game normally, you should have a lot of equipment that can use magic equivalent spells, which is great because you'll need that. Items can work in anti-magic areas. regardless of what type of spell they use. You'll also notice that, I mean, it's a crypt. Everything in here is undead and does terrible things to you. You can get poisoned in here. You can get zest. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Act 1, 2, and get teleported. Hide. Run. This is why we wanted the high hide skill. Remember my way through here? I may have done this a few times. Get teleported. Long corridors. Through a bunch of doors. One. Can actually muddle your way through this in the dark. It's no fun at all. Right here, it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hide. Thank you. 2, 3. Then 3 steps. Turn south and walk through here. The other way. 1, 2. Get a fight. Another fight in 2 steps. Hide. Go through the wall. Go this way. Oh! For whatever reason, the Great Crypt, the fights here don't normally give me this much trouble. I'm not sure why they're giving me fuss now, but here we are. Yeah, with under-leveled characters, because it's a speedrun, and the only character who's reasonably powerful being my spellcaster in a place that's entirely anti-magic, you want to cheese this dungeon. And if that means running away from everything and hiding in the shadows from the things that we can't possibly run, that we don't get to run from, then, you know, that's the way it is. 1, 2, we got a forced encounter in that spot. And that is a teleporter square. Can't see it because we get thrown into an encounter right away. And I followed running away from an encounter with a random fight. The game doesn't actually check for random encounters on steps. It checks for random encounters on a timer. The game works with a bunch of real-time things. My light, for example, counts down in real time. If you were looking, if you're watching, my spellcaster recovers magic points in real time. So long as we're out in the sun. The game checks for random encounters in real time. Five, 4, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wall. 2, second fight. And through the wall. Here's where we didn't get to last time. Sphinx accepts 2 answers. Each is a creature of the crypt. So wise one allows me to go forward. The other one would allow me to return home if I wanted. But I'm not returning home. I'm going on. Assuming I don't get killed. We go this way. We should get a spike towel right there. 1, 2 forward and teleported. You can see the warble in the atmosphere. And these stairs wouldn't be there except we answered the Sphinx's riddle. And now we're on the second floor of the crypt, and it's just as bad as the first. It's still entirely an anti-magic. This is the one. Tomb of the Vampire Dragon. Adventurers beware. We do actually have to fight this. Fortunately, we can hide in shadows. Now, hiding in shadows was a functionality, or this functionality was what was added to the third game. You could hide in shadows, advance on your opponents, and then stab them from the shadows. Why I wanted something with a 2-hit chance, and get a critical hit. Critical hit means an instant kill. That was ported back to the first 2 games, and even though we're in the Legacy rule set, we're still able to do that, which actually makes thieves very useful, or rogues very useful. I'm not going to disarm that trap. I'm just going to leave it where it is. And we're going to step through here into the 6th death snare. First thing we're going to do is go through that teleporter, come over here, and step on this square which says the spinner is gone. If I walk up here, there's this nice little 4x4 area that looks the same in all 4 directions. There's a spinner on that square, just to drive you crazy. All right, through here, we're going to talk to this guy. A mage in a grey robe. The game thrice you must commit. Now I'll see you in a bit. We're going to head over here. We're going to step on this. If we step on the wrong one, it does this. Mistake! Seek knowledge, make it clear. You got to start again. Yes, I think you've got it. Okay. So each of this is the blue one opens up this door, and the one we're going to pass here, that one. The gray one opens the other 2 doors. And we just have to step on the right squares at the right times. The game thrice we must commit, so we've stepped on all 4 central squares of the rooms. This is a death snare, so if the timer runs out, we die instantly. There's a lot... When you know the answers, there's a huge amount of time. When you don't know the answers, they can be pretty stressful. Yes, I think you've got it. The way I remember this, mage in blue robe, whatever we do with the mage in the blue robe, whether we can either go straight or we can turn. Whatever we do with the mage in the blue robe, we do the same with the gray robe. So we went straight. This time we go straight. And whatever we do with the gray robe, we do the other with the blue robe. So the blue robe says that we went straight, so this time we turn. Open the other doors. We turned on the blue robe, so we're going to go turn for the gray robe. And we turn for the gray robe, so we're going to go straight for the blue robe. And there we go. Who gets wand segment number 6? Frank. No one else here. And we get teleported out. Thankfully, we don't have to go out, walk our way out of that dungeon, because it's terrible, as I said. Run away. Don't need to deal with the bug man. And this is the town of Ephesus. We're going to put our party back together. We're going to go to Frank, and Frank is going to pass wand segment number 6 to B-movie script. So, like I said, for whatever reason, wand segment 6 can be used by Conjurer, Magician, Sorcerer, Wizard, Archmage. 4 cannot be used by Magician. All of the others can be used by Magicians, but not number 6. Don't know why. Or not number 4, rather. No idea why. So we're here again. We're going to head down over here. We're going to bring back... Going to bring back the Master Mages. We're going to head down into the Temple of Darkness. And we're just going to completely ignore this dungeon by teleporting through it. Here's why we needed 50,000 gold, because we want the Master Key. I believe I said I don't have enough money. And yet here we are. Okay, there's a place to grind here. you get slightly better equipment here, too. Don't get any better money, because like I said, money is dependent on... The money you get is dependent on the number of enemies you fight. All enemies give the same amount of money randomly. Frank found an unidentified weapon. Is that enough? No! Worth the tiniest amount. Also noting that I didn't class change, so we're going to go up and do that. Class change. Archmage. Probably the last time we'll go and see the review board. Alright, now we're here. Upward Arcane, 10 and 8, -1. Movie Script is going to buy it. Equip it. El's Axe. Arrows. We'll check and see what those unidentified weapons are. And then we're going 6 and 2. Stairs down. Not that way. This way. There we are. Run away. Away. Run away. Follow the long, twisty corridor, and we're actually going to go get Death Snare number 1 done. At a certain point, we do have to do the snares that, you know, we're supposed to. Here it is. I happen to know what to do here, but I do have to be aware that this whole place is anti-magic. This is a toxic giant. I need to kill it. With this place being anti-magic, the Master Mages are useless. But Frank can do a critical hit. And, oh yeah, I forgot to do this bit first. We have to drink from the Foul Fountain. Before we fight the toxic giant, we have to be poisoned. Okay. See? Since you're already sick, you tear into the toxic giant's body and pull out a torch! Who gets the torch? Oh, for Pete's sake. Alright, third time's a charm. There's an old warrior here allowed to join. We have the torch! We're just going to use one segment 6, which is a full heal to the party. The old warrior equips the torch. And that ends the death snare. And opens this door, so we get one segment number 1. And from this spot, we can apport Arcane out of here. And that is -10, -8. +2. Go. Where are my spell points? Old warrior has the torch still. While he's holding the torch, I can't kick him out. We are going to identify Dayblade and Adamant Sword. Okay, cool. Dayblade, I don't think the Adamant... Okay, you can use the Adamant Sword. That's awesome. We'll send this Dayblade to Bart. Use it. We're going to sell the torch, because we don't need it anymore. But we can't drop it. Can't ditch it. We can only sell it. Hold on to those lamps just in case. Okay. Out into the world. We're going to head over here. This is also a piece of marathon safety. This is Ceradon, the guy who sent us the letter. We get the ward stone from him. We want the Master Key equipped. We need the Wardstone. Don't need the Wardstone equipped, we just need the Wardstone. We're going to head over here to the town of Colossa. No, we're going to go... Yeah, we're going to go here to Colosse first. I have my notes open. I don't know why I'm second-guessing myself. I could just use my notes. Old Warrior can be kicked out. And since we are going to be running through an area where, well, again, it's dangerous. This is the Watchwood melody. Yeah. This is the snare of death. This is the snare of death. We know the answer to these because, well, we've played the game before. I'm going to try not to get in any fights, or try not to take any fights. Oops. This is where we want to go. The wall. All right, cool. Secret is use wand segment 6, the end of every round. Second secret is don't fight Mike's golems, because they turn you to stone. Run away. We get teleported. You saw the little warble in the air there? It's where things get hectic. A one-way road to the final snare. Once you take 2 steps from there, the walls close in behind you, and there's a whole bunch of spike tiles in front. Getting into a fight here probably means... Getting into a fair fight means I'm probably going to lose. Hide. Sanctuary score. Use wand segment 6. Try and keep people alive. Run away. Made it. I'm good. Plan is near. Something odd. Yeah, that odd thing is that we can't see anything. Can't use any songs down here. It's all in silence. Here's the stairs. And then here we're going to find a bunch of statues. We look at the statues, they come to life. And then they try to kill us. Go. Yeah, we get out the... This is Death Snare Dungeon number 7, by the way. Why are they using Oskan's Haltfoe? Thank you. Gantravolk. Using Haltfoe again. Troll Ring. Troll Ring allows you to recover hit points in combat. It is not what we would call useful. We're going to make use of it, I guess. Might as well give it to you. And the last of the 4 statues. There we go. Basilisks are actually pretty easy kills. Found some dynamite. Nice. And then, once we've broken the 4 statues, get teleported up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go through here. This is the 7th. You enter it. Yep, we're going in there, because that's Death Snare number 7. The clock is running. And this place is in silence as well, which is why I'm not using a bard song. Oh, we don't know the answer, so we're just going to, yeah. Going to turn around. Go 1, 2, turn quickly. There's a whole little story here that goes through it. This is a very long death snare. It's the longest one. And it gives us a half an hour to complete it. This is a character you've been hearing about through the course of the whole game. Be freed by his name. All I truly ask. I'm going to take my headphones off for a moment. This is a Zen Master. So we're going to get rid of that Master Mage. Turn around. Unfortunately, we have to trip a trap here. I'm going to drop a safety save. Oh, yeah, that's right. That could happen. That's okay. Get teleported. My light wand. And if you followed that whole story, Evil's Call went into the Gale. We get the ring, and it goes to the Zen Master. We're gonna refill our lines. We don't actually have any fights to do in here, but, you know, it doesn't hurt. And then we have these maps. So we saw the 7th. There's actually obviously 6 more. They all have those arrows pointing in all sorts of directions. And I have them all written down. And all of those paths with the doors change every time. We don't have to go through that same section again, though, because we can answer Storm Fists, and we just skip right past the area that... the area of darkness where we hit the tripwire and all that fun stuff. North, east, we're out. That's second loop. Third loop. Alright. Try and avoid those. There's also little teleporters that backtrack you in that section. It's irritating. West, south, east, south, south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. North, 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 north. 2, 3, 4, turn. There it is. Storm feasts, as the storm blows. And now we're going the short one. It's west, south, west, west, north, east, north, north. 5th loop coming. Three, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. North, west, 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 west. North, east, east, east. North, north. There's other clues and hints and tips through this thing, too. I did solve it legitimately. I wrote down all those notes. We're going to number 7 now, the final one. I did solve it legit. And now I just wander through it. South, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. North, and through it. And here we need to know the name, Arcast. And here's 1 segment 7, and we get teleported out. And good, that actually went pretty smoothly. There are times where I fail a couple runs and I lose, you know, I have to start that whole bit again. Head in here, drop save. The autosave feature would normally just save there if I haven't got save anywhere enabled. I want Fanscar's place, that's right. I've got my notes. My notes are open. I spent the time to get them open. Where am I going? Over here. I made these notes. I spent the time writing them. If you don't have the master key, you can't get in there. Give me my map for Fanscars. There we are. Run away. I said run away. Hide, defend, use that wand segment. Run away. Run away. Run away. 1, 2, 3. Run away. And go through here. Run away. Not used. Bard song. Watch with melody. Thank you. I don't get to hear the sound right now because it's coming in through my headphones, but these are not particularly comfortable headphones. These are not my usual headphones. Had to use a different pair because my usual headphones are at a job. Up through here, turn, cast, trap zap. Cast another trap zap down here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We don't need to go all the way to 3. We just go through here. Run away. Run away! Go head down here. And unfortunately, we have to take the ring off the Zen Master. Oh. Frank carrying. Arrows. Dynamite. Yeah, it's a thing. Because over here, we have to kick all these people out, because we have here feeling of malevolence. That feeling of malevolence, which will disappear there, will cause my summoned creatures to attack me. So we're going to use 1 segment 7 and get Kringle Brothers. The best summons in the game. And this is Fanskar. Hi, Fanskar. I think you're in trouble. I don't know. I think I'm doing all right. We're going to use Bard Song, Spell Song, because Fanskar is a spellcaster. We're going to use 1 segment 6, just to be safe. A friend advanced, and a Kringle brother just smacked him. And with Fanskar, we're going to use Spell Song, and we're going to cast Melee Men. Here, cast Melee Men at Fanskar and pulls him closer. There he is. He's right at 10 feet now. Very stabbable at that range. Toast. A mage staff. Well, that is nice. Unfortunately, we're going to run out of room for wand segments. That's okay. Anyway, we step through here into the next death snare. So there's 3 doors. We go through this door, we get teleported, and not instantly killed, and we get 1 segment number 2. Yeah, that's what I figured. One, 3, 4. Turn left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. And we're out of here. We use 1 segment 2. Well, we can't. We don't have it there. Fine. Okay. Next stop. Normally be Thessalonica, but we've done that already. I have my notes open. Facing south. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, here we are, Philippi. The first thing we're going to do with Philippi... It's actually the second thing we're going to do, because we're going to drop a save. First thing we're going to do in Philippi after touring the Adventurers Guild is come up here to Ceradon's house. Head upstairs. We get teleported around a lot in this place. And I'm still not exceptionally good at figuring out where to go. The scry site tells us where we are relative to the stairs. Yeah. North. Shoot. Yeah. Like I said, I'm still not great at navigating this place. Unfortunately, this is a safe space. Like, there's no threats here. I did it again. Did the same thing. Am I facing east? Yeah. Now, I should be 7 and 7 here. Yeah. Face south. There it is. And I'm here for one thing and one thing only. This, the harmonic staff. I don't have room to give it to B-movie script right now. Morgan Michael will hold it. The harmonic staff, when used, will completely refill a spellcaster's magic points. And if you think that sounds useful, you are correct. It does sound useful. Drop a save. There we go. Head back over here. Use the master key to open the gate. Gargoth's tower, which is kind of awful. But again, we're just going to skip through it. 622. Earth, compassed, fountain. Fountain. There's a portal. If we want to go up through a portal, we need a levitation spell. Not everything has two sides. Not everything has two sides. It's an indication. Oops, went too far. For this maze up here, where it will close in behind us. So not everything has two sides, because some of the walls don't have two sides. And if I go the wrong way, I can get trapped, and then get teleported. So there was a hint there. For 3, you see, cannot be free. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn this way. Traps out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Traps up again. Stairs going up. Turn around. Get me some light. So this is our way to our 3rd death snare. Unfortunately, my usual water bottle is also at the at work there too. Nope. Also nope. What am I doing? Where am I? Okay, I have done something terribly wrong. See where I'm at. 14 north. And 1 east. 17 north, 1 east. I'm facing east. Yeah, that's the right direction to face. There we go. And here we go. Got to where we're going. So this is one of the more irritating puzzles. The 10 in sequence. So 3, you see, cannot be free. So the first are water, lie, and 3 cannot be free. They're slaves. Yeah. Gold. That's the level of clues we're getting. Rooster. Large. Early. Ah. Number 9. He likes his wine. That's a bard. And 10, of course, cannot be men. They're women. And once you get all those in there, and I can't see any connection to them at all. Like, they're just a whole bunch of words at random. You're being teleported. Well, yeah. Time runs short. We're in a death snare again. We start here. We are facing that way. We need to go this way, south. Where are we facing? All right, spy site. Facing north. Yeah, I should hear laughter, yeah. Battle cry or die. The battle cry is Havoc. Gets the dagger! Frank, the dagger. Get teleported. Facing north. I don't want to step in that corner because there's a conversation there. Look at the wall! There it is. Not a wall anymore. On segment 3. Run away. Past. Apport Arcane out of here. And out we go. Signs of a struggle, as if someone was dragged in here. I don't know why, but I think they're trying to imply that Ceradon was dragged in there, but Ceradon was not killed there. Ceradon was killed in his, Ceradon was killed in his hut. Alright, from here we go to Corinth. And for those of you who are counting, that's all of them. So here's the Temple of Narn. You can approach the altar. Nothing happens if Frank approaches, but if B-Movie's crypt altar, and yet not all things are complete. Very close to great power. That tells you it's an Archmage. Only an Archmage gets that script. You need an Archmage. Adventurous Guild's over here. Right? Save. We're going to head over to Oscon's Fortress. Way back at the beginning, I picked up something called the Item of Kazdek. Without the Item of Kazdek, you can't get into Oscon's Fortress. Apport Arcane, it is. -1... What is it? -1 and 1 up. Yeah. And now we head this way. Oscon's Fortress has these things called tripwires, which give us 10 seconds to get out of the hallway, or we die. It's okay. We're out of the hallway. We're all good. And over here, we'll find a doorway. 1, 2. Get a fight. Away. Recently learned until this franchise existed. Alright, Junkyard Dave, I'm going to try and see that. How many games exist in the franchise? I know exactly how many. I just have to count them. So, there's the Bard's Tale trilogy. It's 3. There is a Bard's Tale 4. I haven't tried it yet. Run away. There's also the Mage's Tale, which is some sort of VR experience. I don't know what that's like at all. You can also count a game called Dragon War, which was supposed to be Bard's Tale 4, but by then Interplay had lost the rights to it to EA. So there's a bunch, basically. Yeah, we've got these long hallways to go down. There are also these lovely little squares in here, which are both anti-magic and spinners. Which means that you would lose your compass and maybe get turned around. But fortunately, I'm equipped with the Master Key, and the Master Key prevents getting spinned in spinners. Turn to the side, use a trap zap. 1, 2, 3, turn this way. Yeah, I have run the Bard's Tale trilogy, the complete trilogy in modern mode for really, really long-a-thon events before. There's a lot of RNG in this run. There's a ton of RNG in this run. Though, fortunately, we're coming into the end of it. So there's a strange statue here. We'll say his name. It's Rock. Doesn't look like Mega Man, but there you are. This guy here is Scissor. And, of course, Paper. We need to arrange them in the order rock, paper, scissor. And then we go over and talk here to this guy. Will tell us how to get out of here if we go to the right one. Get one, segment number 5. Okay, we're out of... don't throw out the harmonic staff. I spent time getting that. Lamp. We don't need those anymore. And now we cast our way out of here. Yeah, I actually, if you go back to the beginning of the run, I didn't write down where I have to go for this one. 9 and 11. If you go back to the beginning of the run, you will see that I actually had to save scum some of it. This is not a legitimate legacy mode run because I've had to use some modern mode tricks. Where am I? I'm in Corinth. Going this way. Drop a save, like that. Normally, you could save at the Adventurers Guild. The beginning of the game involves running away from several things. Okay, I have to put all... the... Oh, for Pete's sake. Still have the dagger as well. I know what that unidentified weapon is, but it doesn't really matter. And the ring. Wordstone. Dynamite. One more. Face. Any more. Once all those are in place, that's a particularly weak Kringle brother. We're going to summon. There we go. We step in here, approach the altar. Something strange is happening to B-Movie Script. Has become the one of legend known to all as the Destiny Knight. Full extent of B-Movie Script's powers are as yet unknown, but they appear to be incredible. B-Movie got the scepter. We have the Destiny Knight now. To highlight that. Immune to all status conditions, cannot be turned to stone or killed with a critical hit. Any damage that might normally kill them will instead reduce a small amount of their spell points. If they run out of magic, they can still die. Scepter. I'm going to pass the dynamite over there. And the harmonic staff. And the wardstone. Look, the wardstone. The harmonic staff. I'm going to head over here. This is the Sage's hut. Throughout the whole game, you could be talking to this Sage. You know, chatting with him, getting clues and tips for where to go next. Turns out the Sage is actually Lego Santa, the bad guy. So yeah, we're going to defeat him. Use the dynamite. This is normal, by the way. There's the dynamite. Sage's hut looks suspiciously like an outhouse. Yeah, a bit. And we're going to use the scepter on the Balder Guards. And now we're just going to kill things. You notice every time that B-Movie Script takes a hit, he loses 2 magic points. If her magic points run out, she's dead. Which is why, for safety's sake, I went and got the harmonic staff, because if the guards choose not to breathe, but choose to attack, they can do a lot of damage. The breathing is, in part, fended off by the wardstone, which is why you equip it. 6. Also note that I'm regaining 1 spell point every turn. Oh, I forgot to put the troll ring back on too. That would have also given me a hit point every turn. The mage staff recovers 1 spell point a turn. Go after Zonta now. Oh. Who's Scepter D? Come on. Get dead. Thank you. And I didn't even need to use the harmonic staff. Look at that. And then the king shows up, and everyone's happy, and that is time. The king promises us a reward, but never delivers. I don't know why. But yeah, that is, in fact, the second Bard's Tale game. I could begin Thief of Fate, and I have done it. Thank you for the GG. I have done, like I said, I've done it for other really, really long-a-thon events. Yeah. I'm happy to contribute this, even though it's not a particularly long run. But not a particularly long run for this sort of thing. But I was happy to be able to fill in for a wonderful cause. Please do remember to donate. And we've already raised $1,600 for the ACLU, and that's an incredible work. A lot more underestimate than you were expecting. Underestimate? I thought I gave a 90-minute. What was my actual time? Pretty sure I gave 90 minutes as the estimate. But, schedule says 2.5. Okay, probably should have said 1.5. Or maybe 2. I can't remember. Whatever the case, that's all I got time for anyway. 1:35, not bad. Considering I had to pull marathon safety, so it's not a legitimate run of the game, because I had to do marathon safety stuff at the beginning. But that's the way it goes in a marathon. I could have gone back and done, 2.5 hours, or could have done a whole hour of trying to escape, but that's not really interesting. Anyway, thank you for hanging around with me. I really do appreciate the opportunity. Always have a good time with this group. And, yeah, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get some sleep because I have to be up for work in a couple hours, and we'll see y'all later. Have fun.